Mason, come on, give it back.
Hey, would you two
Yeah,
stop
this concerns me as much as it does you.
This is for you. This, my friend, is for you.
Who is this animal?
Hey, I was just trying to help out.
Why don't you mind your own business? Are you okay?
Oh, sure, I've got another eye.
Well, I'm not going to stand by while some lady's getting hassled by a sleazeball who's
This
just trying...
sleazeball happens to be my brother.
Oh. Well, family shouldn't argue in public like that. Shame on you.
We argue in private, too. And I'm not a sleazeball.
Yes, you are.
Hush, they'll hit me again. Frank, would you wet a bar towel and give me a little ice? Thank you. They know me here.
Look, I'm sorry, man.
The name is Mason.
Well, look, I'm a little shy.
Could have fooled me.
Really, maybe you know my brothers. Grumpy, Happy, Dopey.
Ali, you gonna give me that prospectus or not?
You still like that other eye?
In that case, I'll withdraw with dignity. So long, little shy. It was a pleasure meeting you. I hope I never do again.
Are you, waiting for someone?
Yes, I am.
Are you still ticked at me?
No. I'm sorry I yelled at you.
That's okay. Buy me a drink.
No, I won't.
May I buy you a drink?
No, thank you.
May I buy myself one and you watch me drink it?
I got the medical records from the car. Where's Amy?
She's upstairs with the baby. Does she know anything about this at all?
Only what I just told the two of you.
That my father isn't my father, which is a crock?
Okay. That occurred to me before, and I told Amy so. That if Minx Lockridge, or whoever it was, wanted to go to so much trouble to track down and line up a kidney from the donor bank instead of going to a doctor so he could take one from your father, she did it because she knew that the tissues would not match.
You know, you're starting to take this private eye stuff just a little too far now.
And after comparing your medical record with those of your fathers from Bakersfield...
Who asked you to poke around in my life, huh?
You did. You wanted me to find out everything Minx Lockridge knew about you, but wasn't going to talk about it. And I did it. Or at least I got most of it.
What you're saying is, you want me to believe that my mother...
The conclusions are up to you, Brick.
Well, that's impossible because she loved that man. Her world practically crumbled around her when he left.
Did she ever say why? Did she ever give a reason why he left?
Look, Nick, I really don't like what you're thinking here. My mother never slept with a man before or after he left. Sure, she had the guys over for dinner and she went out and stuff. That's as far as it went. I don't know why, but she waited.
Brick.
And she's still waiting for all I know.
Listen, I don't blame you for being angry. I'd be angry too. I'm leaving these. If you can come up with another explanation, great. You take a look at it when you feel like it. When you want to talk, we'll talk. I'm sorry.
Obviously, Mason's not coming. Oh, well, he said he'd be here.
Oh, yes, he did. I talked to him today.
And Ted's not going to be here either. He's out of town. I wonder where Kelly is.
Well, she's not late. It's not even 6 o'clock. Would you look at all these bubbles?
You know, I think for once in my life, Mason's right. This is a terrible idea.
Oh, Eden, don't be so negative.
It is. This is supposed to be some family celebration to bury the hatchet, and there's only the three of us. And needless to say, our differences are not going to disappear over a glass of champagne.
Well, you never know. I have an open mind.
You know, your enthusiasm mystifies me, but for once we are in agreement.
Well, there's your reconciliation. Now, can we be excused?
I think we should each pick one thing that bothers us most and then do our best to eliminate it. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a reasonable idea.
I don't know where I could start first.
A toast to solving all the big problems and letting the little ones take care of themselves. Cheers.
And of course, what we want most is for Cece to get well.
Some of us.
And I want, more than anything, to make it right with my children.
I'm very glad that you're not getting sent to prison. And if that's what we're celebrating, fine. I'll be here, I'll be a part of it. The way Channing died was a mistake, but the way he was born wasn't. To put it bluntly, I think Daddy's in the condition he's in because of it. And you can't plea bargain your way out of that one, and if I were you, I wouldn't try.
But Eden, you said the new doctor said the report was very positive. Another toast to Cece's quick and complete recovery.
Kid! Hi, we missed you. What happened? Did Laken come back with you?
No, I never even saw her.
Oh, no. What happened?
I found a girl who was rooming with Laken for a little while, but Laken ended up moving out and finding her own place. And her roommate wouldn't even tell me where she's staying. I mean, Lake Tahoe is a big place. I looked everywhere, but I mean, it's not too hard to hide from someone if you know that someone's looking for you, and I know she does.
Chad, I'm sorry. It must be very frustrating.
Well, we can't last for very long. Her family's here. She's registered at the university.
At least you know she's all right.
What's going on?
Oh, we're having a little family dinner tonight to ease some of the tension.
Yeah, you came back just in time. Lucky you.
I actually would have meant something to drink after that long drive home.
No, Chad, I'll pour you something fresh.
Gina!
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I got it.
I guess I'm a little nervous. I want everything to be just right. I guess he's not coming.
In that case, I have a terrific idea.
Yeah, I'll bet.
What do you like to do?
Nothing. I can knit.
No wonder he didn't show up. What was your name again?
I don't think you need to know.
Margot, that's it.
I don't think it's in my best interest for you to know. Let's put it that way.
Christina, Estelle, Jean-Marie, Camellia, that's it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You've got that Camellia look about you.
And what kind of look is that?
Doesn't all that hair get in the way sometimes?
In the way of what?
Whatever.
Wouldn't you like to know? Listen, I don't think Nick's gonna stop by, but just in case he does, will you give him this note?
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks.
How much do I owe you? Hey, Camellia, can you give me a lift?
Sorry, I think I'm late as it is.
Oh, that's all right. You can just give me a ride wherever you're going.
I don't think so.
What, don't you like me?
I haven't thought about it.
Now's your chance.
What?
Come on, what was that guy that stood you up? Was he someone special?
You know what's wrong with you? You can't take no for an answer.
You know what I bet? I bet you've got a rich boyfriend or a rich daddy or a rich whatever. Haven't you? Camellia, Estelle, Jean-Marie.
Why am I listening to this?
Wait a second. I'm gonna be rich too.
Well, that's great. Then you can buy your own car.
Oh, I want to show you something.
I don't want to see what you've got.
Oh, come on, here, just stand here just a second.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't stop. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna catch
Look,
you.
there's these two guys who just they want something from me. If you'll just give me a chance and let me show you. Wait a second, what is that?
It's Mace.
Oh, come on.
3, 4.
No! Oh,
Oh, God. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do it.
no, it's okay. It's my fault. I'm all right.
Are you okay?
No. Oh, yes, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no.
Excuse me. Have you seen this man? Who wants to know?
State Department?
Yeah, he's just here. Just left.
Check it out here. You go back in the restaurant and wait.
We're getting close.
I got a feeling tonight's the night.
Okay, let's try some of this.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Juarez, there's really not much that we can do for bursitis. And in fact, I think your wife could probably be doing this for you at home.
I know that, but you're doing much better. You know, Marisita.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's all right. I'll come back.
Mason, what happened to you?
No, it's all right. I'm sure this gentleman needs you more than I do.
Let me see. Ooh.
Well, it probably looks worse than it is.
Okay. Sit down. Mr. Juarez, I'll tell you what. Let's give 10 more minutes with that heating pad. Okay,
fine.
Now, Mason, I want you to tell me what happened. And look straight at me.
Well, I was down at the Bistro down the street with Kelly and.
Oh, good. No internal damage. Look up.
And this guy, well, these two guys actually, I think they said they were weightlifters.
Look down.
Well, they were bothering Kelly.
Oh, these young men, they're bad. They'll rob you blind.
That's right.
Look left.
Well, one thing led to another, and.
Oh no! Look right.
Well, didn't you hear the ambulance?
Ambulance? Yes, I did. I did hear the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm afraid one of them got pretty banged up. I had to defend myself, didn't I?
Mason, it's absolutely amazing that you're not more hurt than you are.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm dripping a little bit.
Oh, let me get you an ice pack. So where's Kelly now?
Oh, went home, I guess.
It was very brave of you.
Heidi appreciates me.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid ice is about all we can do for you.
Well, I was hoping you'd kiss it and make it better.
There.
My lip a little swollen, too?
No.
It hurts.
Does it?
This young man.
Now, keep your eyes closed, and I want you to use this if they start to tear again. How's the irritation?
Feels like fire ants in my eyes.
Okay, it's probably going to be that way for another hour or so. Now, believe it or not, you're somehow going to have to fill out these forms.
I'll do it for him.
Thank you.
I thought you said Mason was here.
Oh, yeah, he's hiding in the back room. I had no idea he was so vain.
He told you what happened?
Yeah, I got my own version of it. Kelly, listen, when you're through with this paperwork, could you bring him into the other examining room?
Sure.
Now, look, what I'm going to do is wash this with a saline solution. I'm going to give you some eye drops to take home with you, okay?
Thanks. My only regret is that I don't know what you look like.
Oh, I'm tall.
Tall and what?
Tall and gone. Now, come on. Give me your name.
Fernando, what's the matter? Jealous?
Oh, very. Last name?
Green. Mason's your brother, right?
Leave that alone. Now what, Fernando Green?
No, that's right. It's not green, it's verde. V-E-R-D-E. Have you got some aspirin?
No. Address?
Sticky gum?
No. Come on, your address.
I'm very oral.
Address, please.
324 Washington.
Avenue Street?
I don't know, you live here. What do you think?
I think you're making this up as you go along. What is this fixation you have with my purse?
They say to look inside of a woman's purse is to look inside of her soul.
Who says that?
What are you doing tomorrow?
Working. Now, occupation.
Typist. How about if I stop by your office and I take you out to lunch?
Because I won't be there. Now,
Where will you be?
I'm going to be out with my publisher doing work at the Never mind.
The museum.
No.
You're a writer.
Give me your age. Come on.
You're an artist. I should have known. Writers have glasses and bad backs.
I could put some makeup on it.
They'd probably notice that at home. Of course, I could just say that I got dolled up for dinner, which I'm already late for.
Oh, I have to get home too because my shift starts at 7.
But do you think you could give me a ride? I'm sure Kelly's long gone, and I'm still feeling a little woozy.
Oh, Mason, you know those two weightlifters that you left back at the Bistro crying and moaning and limping and yelling for doctors?
What about them?
He's outside with Kelly.
Oh,
Not a scratch on him.
I can explain that.
You don't have to.
Mary, I have a shameful confession to make, something I've never told anyone.
What?
I don't even belong to a gym.
No.
It's true. The body you see is 100% God-given me.
I'd keep that under wraps if I were you.
While other people are pumping up their muscles, I pump up my stories instead. There's no harm in that, you think?
No harm at all. Plus, you don't have to deal with those unsightly bulges.
Here we go. Got your form.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you hit him good.
We had a little accident with a can of mace.
Hey, sleazeball. You're looking good.
An eye for an eye. Wait a minute. Whose can of mace?
Little Shy here decided to follow me out of the
I
restaurant.
have already
had to pull
explained
out.
all of that.
Did you accost my sister?
No, listen, it's a long story, okay? He made up some story about some guys following, and I'm almost believing him.
Well, you'd better stay away from him from now on. There's more where that came from.
What, do you carry a can of mace too?
No, I'm a lawyer. You ready to go home, Kelly?
Yeah, we're probably late. Would you let go of this? It's all yours, Mary.
Okay, I'll be coming home right behind you.
Okay. Well, have a nice life.
Well, maybe I'll make a guest appearance in yours again sometime.
Great.
You see this nurse, Little Shy? She has a black belt in karate.
True?
Would he lie? How about a nice eye wash?
Just missed him, Nick.
Missed who?
Your brother. Where did he go from here?
I told you, Dylan's out of the country. I'm just here to meet my girlfriend.
Well, we won't stand in your way.
He's not here.
Sure. We know you're hiding him, Nick.
Why would I hide him? From what? What do you guys want from him, anyway?
Ask Dylan. And, see what he tells you.
Kelly, how could you let this happen?
Let's just drop it, Gina, okay?
Doesn't look that bad.
Oh, I kind of like it. I think you should wear it all the time.
I'd rather have a black eye on my face than in the boardrooms of America.
What are you talking about?
How about some champagne?
Big Sister just made some bold and monumentally bad business decisions.
And your
I'm gonna
unsolicited,
pour some
totally useless
champagne.
opinion.
I really don't think we should talk business tonight.
Good, let's get personal then.
No, let's stick to business, please.
Here, Kelly, here's some champagne for you.
Thanks. You wouldn't make any major decisions without a board meeting anyway.
He is talking about the NTW stock. Daddy wanted it sold, and I sold it.
Which cost us a small fortune. It went up 8 points.
Well, how was he supposed to know that?
It's her business to know, Ted.
Don't you think that if Cece wanted Eaton to do that, that she was doing the right thing?
Since when did Dad want to lose money? Now they're saying the stock may split.
Damn it, she didn't know about it. No one told her, Mason.
Actually, Kirk said something about it, but I really wasn't listening to him, I guess. I don't know.
Well, no wonder. Why don't you hire somebody who
I
knows
am
what they're
listening
talking
to
about?
him. He
That way
agreed with
won't
you
have
about
to
the stock
ignore
is
their
right.
advice.
Champagne.
Get it?
Mason, can we just cut with the criticism for one night, all right, please?
We can't really stand to go through a whole evening like this. The only one who's being remotely pleasant is Gina.
I don't think I can stand the whole evening of that.
It's a special delivery from Jack Lee's office.
I was in Washington.
His secretary called, I forgot to tell you, and she said she was sending you something.
Here's a note from Jack. Dear Eden, thought you should have this right away. I found it with some of your father's personal papers that he left me for safekeeping. Apparently Cece saw what was coming and wanted this given to you.
Guess she couldn't wait.
Oh, well. Thanks, Frank. Are you okay?
Aside from making a fool of myself.
I shouldn't have come charging in there like that. I wasn't even thinking.
Now look, I looked at the records. You're right.
You should have waited, or at least, I am sorry.
As you know, my father and I, we haven't been exactly close. We haven't been anything for years until now. Years ago, I would have been ecstatic to find out that anybody but Glenn Wallace was my father. My mom used to say, you take after him, you know that? You favor him. Nick, I used to get crazy when she would say that. After what I thought he did, the last thing in the world I wanted to be was like him. Look, I didn't think I'd react the way I did there, and I just want to say I'm sorry. Do you think he knows?
Oh, it's hard to say. When you were at the hospital, he was willing to go all the way, do whatever needed to be done for you.
You know, before he came over to the house, I proposed to him. Actually, she proposed to me. We're going to be married.
Congratulations, that's great. It's about time, too. Rick, none of this is going to matter to her.
Look, you don't understand. See, when she looks at me, she sees someone that she loves and a face that she can trust. But whose face is it? I don't even know who I'm supposed to be angry at, man. I can't hate my mother for what she did. I mean, she raised me single-handedly, and she devoted her entire life to me. To me and making me believe I was who she said I was, for whatever that reason was. There's just no way I'm going to tell her that I know. It'll destroy everything we have. Please, I make sure that no one else hears about this.
I'll never tell another soul, I promise.
Well, so if you're right about Minx, but how did she know? I mean, why didn't she tell me? And maybe if she knows who my real father is, how do you call someone your real father we've never seen before?
I thought of that too. Minx may know.
Look, I want to get into her room and find out a few things. She keeps all her important papers there, and I really would appreciate it if you'd help me.
Rick, I don't know. Breaking and entering is not my thing.
Look, I don't like to say this, but damn it, you owe me. You're the guy that dumped this on me. You just can't wash your hands of it. Please.
Okay. All right.
Thanks. Let's get going.
Rick, there's someone I need to talk to you for a minute. Go on ahead. I'll meet you outside, okay?
All right, now I parked the car at the corner.
Hey, man, you have got to get out of here. There's two of those guys from the State Department.
No, I just watched him leave. Have you found a place for me to hang out?
What's wrong with your eyes?
Nothing. I've been crying at the movies. Did you?
Yeah, my girlfriend's old apartment.
Great.
Well, she was supposed to meet me here, but it's okay. She gave me the keys. I don't know which one it is, though.
Thanks, I'll figure it out.
And she left the address and directions of how to get there.
Tell her thanks for me.
Hey, I'll take you there. You can thank her in person. Hey, this way. Hey, Dylan, you be careful.
Who loves you?
Yeah, this is Frank at the State Street Bistro. The guy you were looking for earlier, he was just in here again. No, alone.
Dear Eden, please share these few words with Ted and Kelly and don't be frightened. If you're reading this, the worst has already happened and I am unable to speak or make my own decisions, as I was afraid might happen when I first learned I was ill. That's why I'm leaving this letter with Jack. Of all my children, I know you'll be brave. Oh, Dad, please help the others to be strong. I am calm and rational as I write this, and I know whatever is to come will be more difficult for all of you than for me. I thank you and Ted and Kelly for bringing a richness to my life that I could never have found alone. My one regret is that I will not live to see you find that same happiness in families of your own. I do have one wish that I charge you as my daughter and successor to honor. Let me die.
No.
That man you see now being kept alive by machines is no longer your father. Don't allow yourself to be taken in by false hopes that one day I may come back to you as I was. I trust to all of you, and to you in particular, Eden, to allow me the peace and dignity in death that I searched for in life but never found. Please kiss your brother and sister for me. I remain now as always your loving father.
Eden?
Thank you.
All right, you've got 1 hour.
All right, and you're picking Mason up, right?
No, I'm off tonight, but the lecture's over at 8:30 and she may come straight back. The address, that was the deal.
That's right. I would have given it to you anyway.
I would have let you in anyway.
Pays to be cautious, though, doesn't it?
Is Dylan okay?
Yeah, just make sure you are not followed.
I will. Good luck.
Hey, let's get something straight right now.
Namely?
My mother always said a place for everything and everything in its place, no stealing. Neither one of us needs a robbery charge with this, okay?
What's the matter, Nick? Your scribbles getting to you?
It's your search now, Brick.
Mason? Your mother's wondering where you were.
Gina's not my mother.
No, Sophia. Mrs. Armonti.
Neither is she. The only person in this house I really belong to is your patient. Don't you have something else to do? Damn him. I didn't mean that.
Sophia told me about the letter. She was crying. I asked her what was wrong. Mason, are you all right?
I don't know why it matters one way or the other. He hated me. Feeling was mutual. He kicked me out of this house more times than I can count. They'll know that. I can't go out there and act moved and sorrowful. They'd jump at my throat, call me a hypocrite. I wouldn't blame them.
Would it be an act?
They think I did this to him.
Mason, that was a physical thing. He had a stroke.
I didn't know that he was sick, you know.
I believe you.
This is hopeless. You and me. Me and anybody.
Why?
Just is.
Why? Because there's no one you can tell that there were times you wanted him dead?
It's no secret, you know. Never said it to you, but I've said it.
I know. You know that you try and be worse than you are for them and better than you are for me, but Mason, it's got to be a strain and there's no need for it.
If you only knew.
All right, go ahead, shock me.
All right. I was glad when it happened. I was glad to see him lying there helpless, dying.
No, you weren't. You disappeared for 2 weeks. You were so miserable. You stayed drunk just to make it bearable. I think the big secret is how much you really loved him.
I used to think that I was the only one who really knew him. I used to watch him, things he did, deciding he was this kind of man or that kind of man with these few specific good points and these many specific flaws that when added up, always totaled up to much less of a man than I was. I have defined him in my mind 1,000 different ways. But what I still can't figure out is why he matters so much to me.
He's your father, Mason.
I don't want him to die, Mary. I don't want him to die.
I know.
Mary, sit don't you try to find him?
Let Mason stay lost. I mean, does anybody really care anyway? He has no right in this decision.
Well, that's not very fair, is it?
There's no decision to make.
Are you very seriously considering asking the doctor to do something foolish?
What would you do? What would you think if that letter was addressed to you?
Now, Eden, he didn't know what he was asking.
He trusted me.
Oh, besides, it's murder. Now, that is against the law.
Look at the lovely dinner Rosa made for us.
Gina, be quiet.
I just don't know. I don't know what to do. You've got to help.
Eden, listen to me. Look, I don't know, but I think Daddy's brain is still functioning, which means at some level he knows what's happening here and he's fighting for it. Now, we cannot give up that chance that he can still recover.
Mason!
Anything. We just don't know.
Oh, Ted, Rosa brought the turkey out for Mason to carve, but would you do it instead?
What the hell is the matter with you? Running around like some mad hostess? Shattering with that green bottle like a fool? Be careful someone doesn't carve you up.
All right, Eden. Now, I know you're very upset about this, but you can't let this get to you.
You don't know a thing about me, but I know you. And you better not try to get into my good graces, because you're a slut and a liar the same way she is.
It's amazing. A letter from Howard Hughes, a note from FDR.
That's great, but it's not what we're looking for.
Jewelry, mementos, memos to herself. The woman throws away nothing. Nick, what's the area code to Bakersfield?
805, why?
I don't remember my dad's number. You remember calling him, don't you?
Yeah, I remember it.
That's it. So she was lying. She's the one that made the call. Because she knew he wasn't my father.
She lied. Why would she want to keep that from you?
Well, I can't figure it out either. That but it means that she knew all along. But why does a woman with letters from the list of who's who for the past 50 years take such a sudden interest in a family of circus gypsies right out of the blue?
Maybe not right out of the blue.
What?
Well, if I thought of it, you thought of it. There is one explanation.
Is this the art museum? Well, I know that there are more than one museum, but when someone says the museum, they mean you, right? Great, yeah, that's what I thought. One more thing. What time do you open in the mornings? Great. Okay, thank you. See you there.
Eden, maybe we should sit down.
Well, he's back. Time for the main event of the evening.
Which would be what?
It's time for us to shake hands and part friends. Isn't this what it's all about?
Oh, I brought a camera to take some family pictures.
Well, go ahead, Gina. That's a good idea. The happy Capwells. No problem too big for us to solve. Mama's got a guilty conscience? No problem. Tell her it's fine. Doesn't matter if she's been lying through her teeth our entire lifetimes. Come on, say cheese.
Eden, would you just lay off, Mom?
Would you get over your whiny little girlfriend? You're better off without her anyway.
Well, you're something when you get going.
So are you. You would have killed Daddy outright if you thought you'd get away.
Now, Eden, stop it. You're drunk.
No.
Come on, no one's blaming you. You're just saying things that you don't mean. Come on, sit down.
It's okay. I just had 2 glasses. I'm sorry.
I know, baby.
And this is who you want running the family company. Spare me from that kind of loyalty.
Daddy picked me. He wanted me. He wanted me to set him free. Kelly, would you help me? Please. Oh, Mama!
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. I love you, baby. I love you.
What did I do?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. 1 minute she was fine, and then I know this.
I got this for Daddy.
Hey,
Did.
hey.
I got it off the Amanda Lockets. Do you remember? Oh, Cruz, he was so angry. You weren't there. You were dead. You love her ship, remember? Daddy always said to keep this polished and cleaned. Keep the edges home to make them sharp. Doesn't it shine, Mason? Doesn't it shine?
The oven works.
Everything works.
Which is pretty amazing since nobody's lived here for months. That's what Nick said.
Look at this bedspread. It looks like ladies' fifth floor lingerie.
Oh, his girlfriend is nice. You'll like her, if you like that type.
Which is what?
Same type as me, I guess, except rich. You get the impression she's better than you, and it's not even fake.
I've had enough of that type for one day.
Namely who? Whom? Whichever.
Why haven't I heard from Sam?
Well, how would he know to get a hold of you?
Because he knew that I was headed toward Nick's. I mean, what happens if Carlos is...
Why would Carlos hurt Sam?
Because Sam has the map to the gold. I cannot find the gold again without the map. I mean, the gold is not worth anything to me if it's going to cost me my partner or Nick or you or anybody.
Hey, I always land on my feet, don't I?
I don't know. I haven't dropped you from any great heights lately.
Are you hungry? I would have brought you something better than takeout, but I don't have time to cook. Had enough of who for one day?
This snooty little... It's not even worth going into. She has my gold nugget. I am not going to let her cost me my investors.
What?
How am I supposed to raise capital for mining gold in Africa if all I have that it exists is my word?
Did you sleep with her or what?
Okay, don't worry. I'm going to get it back.
I don't worry about anyone except you. And sometimes I land on the pillow instead of on my feet.
You are too good for me.
No kidding. Wait. Let me do it.
It's not mere idle curiosity. Minx really cares about you. You said so yourself.
I know she does. She protects me from Lionel, from Augusta. She's appointed me to the Foundation Board of Directors. Nothing's too much.
In other words, she treats you like one of her...
Go ahead, say it. Like one of her own children?
I wasn't thinking that exactly.
No, you're right. Minx wouldn't give up a child of her own. At least not to the kind of family that I was brought up in. Hey, take a look at this. Mr. T. McDonald Lockridge. I'm not sure what the T stands for, but I used to call him Tiger. Tiger and Minx. Of course, she used to talk about how much she loved the guy. This guy was a friend of Lindbergh's, a real adventurer, you know, dashing, romantic. Kind of guy that women used to swoon over when he walked into a room. I wonder when he talked to her, Nick. What was the occasion that he met my mother?
Are we assuming too much?
We're assuming the obvious. Oh, this makes...
Oh, she wasn't supposed to be back for a half an hour.
No, I wouldn't. No, it's mine.
You give a good imitation of it.
Mama, what should I do? Should I call the doctor, you think? Oh, see Dad.
No.
No, Eden.
Who are you to say no to me? Now come on, Daddy would not want to see you like this. No, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
Gina, what are you doing? What are you doing? Give me that
Well, she
thing.
sees the picture commercial and
You get it.
Stop making it worse, Mason.
She wants to be treated like a spoiled child, so we'll all tiptoe around her for fear of upsetting poor little Eden. Well, that may have worked when you were 12, but I'm not buying it now, Eden.
Eden, you've been under a lot of pressure. Just give me
Don't
this.
coddle her, Ted. Put that thing down. You can't be a grown woman, at least act like one. I'm not buying your wild fits of grief. Made a daddy's pet. And he's our father, too.
Something's wrong with me.
Honey, why don't you come and sit down?
Oh, look, dinner's ruined.
You want to know what I think of you and your dinner, huh?
Hey!
There! Now we can play St. George. Oh, King Arthur, you remember that story where you pull the sword out of the stone? Who wants to be first, Mason? You want to be king? Why are you all looking at me like that? Kelly? Ted? It was only a game.
All right, Kelly, call the doctor and call the crew.
Santa Barbara is back on Sky One screens tomorrow at the same time of 2:20. The classic show The Brady Bunch is in half an hour's time at 3:15, but first on this Wednesday afternoon, Wife of the Week. See you soon here on Sky One.